live on national TV, on national television, live on NBC. Pre-race coverage was held no other than Snapchat this time. But this time, who's going to win at the Glen? The return of the boot. And it really does look like a man laying down here at the Glen. Who's going to win it? Let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please now rise and please remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Caden Smith, Tammy Arnett. Row 2, Caitlin Healy, Ray Green. Row 3, Grady Broughton, Kyler Henry. Row 4, we get to Haley Jones and Nathan Rock, 17th and 18th. And then Cindy Sorry, Allie Boggs. And then we get to Riley Todd, Riley Scott, Brady Johnson, Amelia Connier, Garrett Irwin, Xander Faust, Cameron Evans, Al Gooden, Libby Grunholz, Jenna Lucas, and Jacob Smith. Who's going to win it? Arnett Smith, row 1. Arnett looking, and take a look at the back of the field. They go wild, and it's still Smith up front. They're going crazy in the back of the field. They're trying to pass each other. They are. A lot of spots lost by a lot of people like Xander Faust. He's back in last. Now back up front, we're going back up front with Caden Smith leading here at the Glen. He won race 2 in Sonoma. He's trying to win here at the Glen. I'm hoping you guys will be able to see the live broadcast later because apparently we have poor connection, which sucks. Just only mic audio. The one is out front. Hayden Smith out of the old section. Out of the new section, come to the old section. Henry and Ray Green were side by side, and they are continuing to be side by side. Ray Green inside, Henry outside. Ray Green takes that spot. Great racing here at the Glen. Who's going to get it done? Caden Smith leads on lap 2 with 25. Tammy Arnett back there in second. And here comes Arnett trying to get a great run. Arnett, great runs for the S's. She is looking for her first career win. She's right there. She peeks out to the inside. Great run. And here comes Caitlin Healy as well. It's going to be a double take. No, it's not. It's going to be side by side to the carousel. Side by side on the carousel. And Arnett to the lead on lap 2. But here comes Caden Smith to the inside, hitting the rear end of the 24. And Healy won second. Caitlin can't take that spot. And it is Cammy Arnett leading on lap 2 of 25. Can the Air Bubbles 24 get back to victory lane? But this time, a new winner. Crazy Sports League news just released this week. The playoffs have been expanded, and the seeding is now different. Which means we may see an upset in the championship. But still, we may still see upsets. Why? Now there are 20 people that can make the playoffs. 20 people in 18 races. Which means if we see a multi-time winner, like, we know that we're already going to see a lot of people make it into the playoffs on points. Arnett makes it onto lap 3. She continues to lead. Smith there in second. Let's check in on Dory Logan. She's sitting there in 8th. She's having a great run right now. She's trying to win. She's in the 46 today. And yet she has announced that she will race full time next year as well. She has missed racing so much that she's now back. Side by side for the lead. Smith, Arnett, door to door. Smith inside, Arnett outside. Door to door through the carousel. Arnett has the outside. Is she going to keep the run? Smith cannot clear. Now he will. Here comes Caitlin Healy. She wants second. As Arnett goes back for the lead again. She can't take it though. Lap 3 is on the board. Hayden Smith leads. Hayden Smith is up front, but for how long? Look at Caitlin Healy trying to take second away. Caitlin Healy there in third. Arnett in second. Hayden Smith leads. How about Ray Green having a great run today? Inside the top 5 in 5th. Great run by him. And Landon Drennan as well inside the top 10. Cameron Evans, Sonoma Race 1 winner, back down in 30th. Now back onto the front straightaway. Back across the line. Lap 4 is on the board here at the Glen. Who's going to win it? There is going to be one short commentating break coming up in about a lap. So, that should be fun. Cammy Arnett sits in second right now, trying to get to victory lane. She does have the visor cam. To the inside she goes. Arnett right there. Side by side for the lead. Arnett will clear on the bus stop, and here comes Caitlin Healy. She wants second. She can't take second though. Cammy Arnett has the lead, and this is going to be our commentating break. You are watching / listening to the Crazy Sports Good League return to the booth at the Glen. 15 laps to go. You can finally see it. Great racing we're seeing. It's Smith over Arnett, Caitlin Healy, and Grady Broughton. Arnett very great run. She gets sideways. She wiggles just a bit. Now she goes out to the inside, wanting the lead. The leaders make contact. And Smith is going to keep the lead. Here comes Caitlin Healy. She's looking for second. She can't take it away. It was side by side for second just a bit between Healy and Smith when Arnett was leading. 15 to go, and it is Caden Smith who leads. Let's ride along with him. He has a bumper cam. Caden Smith, a very great driver. And how about Dory Logan maybe getting, I think, her first top 10. She's in 8th right now. Where's Nick Green? That's my question. My guess is Nick Green's doing horrible. I think he's in 3rd. No, Nick Green is in 14th. Not bad. At least in front of Thomas Klein. And there's Raymond Carbondale and Riley Todd. Carbondale, he already has a win this year. He's searching for his second. Same as this guy right here. Last year he got 3 wins. And now this is a Caden Smith we know. Can he get his second win of the season? 14 to go until we find that out. Or are we going to see a new winner ever here in the CSKL? Are we going to see Cami Arnett win in the 24? Or can Caitlin Healy break her losing streak? Or are we going to see a surprise winner like Ray Green? Or last year's champion Grady Broughton win? Arnett way to the outside. She now goes down to the inside. She's learned how to race road courses from the king. And she gets the one loose. And she will go by the one. And she's back up front. Arnett back up front here at the GLEN. Through the carousel to coming to the boot. We have seen great racing so far up front. Now, in the new section, this is not the new section, but this is a new section in Wild that they have not raced on in a very long time. If you remember back in the olden days of this league, before season 20, I think before season 20, they used to switch back and forth. We used to switch back and forth between this version and the other version, but the other version has been the normal version up till this year, and it may be coming back next year as well. Cami Arnett looking really fun. She's looking really fun right now, and she's looking really good right now. Who's gonna win the Menards 25 at the GLEN? Arnett. 13 laps to go. We're halfway. We're halfway there. "13 laps on, 13 laps down, 13 to go." Here comes Smith. Great run. He's pulling Cami Arnett right now. He goes way to the outside, and look at Grady Broughton. He's gonna go for 3rd. Broughton goes down to the inside. He wants 3rd. Here comes Caitlin Healy. She's right there as well. Broughton can't take 3rd. Broughton, last year's champion. Evans going after Grunholtz, but she can't take it away. There's Amelia Connier there in 27th. She's having a great year after winning Road America. And now back up front, it's still Caden Smith who leads. Pat Green watching on. And right now, Caden Smith is the class of that team. Right now, maybe the class of the year. He won Sonoma. But after that race, he said, "I am back." And we're seeing him dominate here at the GLEN. we have seen him time in and time out dominating whenever he's up front. And we talked to Pat Green right before the race. She said, and she even said, Caden Smith's back. The whole field should be worried because it's not my fault that Caden Smith has a fast car. It's his. He's been helping me. There's a rumor out that Caden Smith could take ownership of Pat Green Motorsports. Take co-ownership when rename it Green Smith Motorsports. Side by side, contact made. Broughton will take third away. Grady Broughton to third here at the GLEN, and he's looking for his first win since his championship last year. We've seen two surprise champions 2 years in a row with Johnson and Broughton. Who's going to be the champion this year? We will find out at the Brickyard when we return there at the Oval. But we will be returning there for the Hoosier Grand Prix, and that should be a fun race indeed. Nick Green has complained so many times about his pit crew. Nick Green has said his pit crew sucks. And Nick Green dominated last week. He dominated last week at Rapuna Park. Now, this week, he's mediocre right now. He was fast. He was mid-fast in practice. But Caden Smith, guys, he was 5th fastest in practice. Cam Arnett, just too fast. Arnett and Smith, the class of the field right now. Broughton was 2nd quickest in practice. We're not surprised to see him up front. And Ray Green, slowest in practice. Look at this side-by-side through the S's, and this is going to bring Broughton into the mix. Side-by-side through the S's. Come to 10 laps to go. When they cross the line this time by, it will be 10 to go. Smith in the grass, and it's still side-by-side. Smith will clear around the outside. But Arnett has the inside, and she's running right down on the curbing. That slows her up, and Smith with the veteran move, taking the lead. We've not seen that move out of Smith ever. And here he is, taking the lead on lap 15. Come to 10 to go when they cross the line again. The question is, do they have enough tire wear to make it to the end? Or are they going to have to pit for new tires? Big road course. I don't know. Haylen Healy still trying to take third away. Every race this year has been sold out. Sold out crowd at the GLEN. You can see that they had to use the grass to park. That's how large this crowd is at the GLEN. There's no seats left, and there's a lot of people standing up watching the race. 10 laps to go. Arnett now having problems, and the problem name is Grady Broughton. Broughton there in third. Now here comes Arnett. Great run by Cammy. She's going for the lead. Arnett using the inside. Outside, she gets sideways just a bit. Going down to the inside. Contact made between the leaders. And Arnett trying to clear. She can't, though. And Caden Smith will keep the lead. Arnett running the apron, running the curbing. She gets slowed, and with 10 to go, it's still Caden Smith who leads. The one is up front, trying to get back to victory lane for the second time this season. Is he going to win at the Glen? He won in California, and now he's trying to win here in New York. This would be fun. Caden Smith has said so many times. Caden Smith said so many times last year that he wants to win in New York badly. And a new treat is this: whoever wins this gets to go on Broadway and sign autographs for winning at the Glen. Cam Arnett and the whole field, except Caden Smith, has dreamed of going on Broadway, but as an actor, Smith said that he wouldn't mind if he goes on Broadway. Who's going to go to Broadway at the end of this one? Caden Smith leads here at the Glen. 9 laps to go here at the Glen. Here comes Cami Arnett. She's being really aggressive right now. You can tell how aggressive she is by the moves that she's making. Look at Grady Brown there in third. He's right there. Contact made with the leaders. And the 24 will retake the lead with 9 to go. It's Arnett who's back up front. Great racing. Lap 17 is on the board. The last place car, Xander Faust, losing the draft right now. As Spencer in the back of the field, Spencer is right here. He's in 30th, and 31st is just losing tons of ground. And right now it is Cami Arnett who leads at the Glen. Look at Broughton. He's using a weird line. He's using he's using the high entry and low exit. I think that is why he's been doing so good here today. Watch him. Actually, we can watch it for the group cam. Let's ride along with Broughton. You are riding along with Grady Broughton. Down front straightaway. 8 to go for Arnett. And they go down the hill to turn number 1. Smith's great move. But watch the lane Broughton uses as we ride along with him. Oh man, side by side for the lead. We can't ride along with Broughton anymore. Side by side, Smith in the grass. And here they go. They make contact. Broughton is there. He makes contact with him. Ray Green will take 4th away from Caitlin Healy. No, he will not. Healy regains 4th, and Smith regains the lead with 8 laps to go. Things are getting wild. But watch Grady Broughton in his entry. Watch Grady Broughton in his entry in these sections. See, look, outside. He uses a really high entry. Oh, and that worked that time. He's there with Arnett. Grady Broughton is using a line I did not even think that he would be able to use. And that, oh, he almost goes around Tyler Henry around the outside, side by side with Ray Green. And once again, they're side by side through this corner, and Henry gets past Ray Green. Henry to 5th. Wild racing. The racing is picking up on lap 18. Caden Smith across the line, this time by 7 laps to go at the Glen. And this time, Broughton uses a low entry as he tries to close back in on second place running Arnett. Through the S's, Arnett getting really squirrely right now, trying to take the lead back. Here comes Arnett. Down to the inside. She will go. She goes down to the inside. Contact made. The leaders make contact and they're still side by side. The one right in the grass. Arnett trying to run the line that will help, but she can't. Now let's go back to Broughton. Watch this line. Watch the entry. Watch the entry he got there. It was in high entry, low exit. Broughton using a weird line. There he did it. And is still working on Arnett right here and right now. And around this corner, he does the same thing. Grady Broughton trying to find some clean air, I think. Ray Green tried to take fifth back away, but he couldn't. And through turn 10, come to turn 11. Come to 6 to go. Caden Smith out of the final corner. 6 laps to go at the Glen. Caden Smith looking to get his second win of the year. Arnett looking for her first win of the season. Let's ride along with Cami Arnett. She has visor cam. Clear picture now, like of Arnett's point of view. And she's running a really high lane right now, trying to take that lead. Here goes Broughton. He gets a really, really great run. And Broughton there. Contact made. Broughton looking for second. If Broughton takes second here, that's going to change everything. Broughton inside. Smith outside. And is Broughton going to clear? Yes, he does. Caden Smith loses second and maybe third. Caden Smith right now losing ground. He lost second and he had the worst line. He tried to get to the rear end of the 83. That doesn't work though. And now the battle for the lead is now Arnett and Broughton. Grady Broughton. What a chance he's getting. He's now using an inside line. Oh man, Grady Broughton is just surprising us. Broughton took second, and there comes 5 laps to go, and Grady Broughton has a chance to win. Kaylin Healy back up to third. Look at Broughton. Look at the line he's running. Broughton really being really aggressive right now as he's trying to take the lead. Through turn 11. 5 remaining at the Glen. Watch Grady Broughton. Let's watch him from the rear end. From the mirror. Well, Cami Arnett. Watch the lane that Broughton runs. Oh my goodness! Jump scare alert! Grady Broughton just pulled a move that we didn't even think that was possible. He takes the lead in the in the S's, and Arnett loses second, and now it's Broughton versus Healy. Grady Broughton to the lead with 5 laps to go. Wow. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Grady Broughton is actually leading a race. Wow. No wonder he's last year's champion. He's a very great driver. And he is showing up today. Broughton in the lead on lap 21. 5 laps to go. And if you're wondering why there's no mic issues, because I have a brand new microphone. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. The 33 has the lead through the boot section, back onto the normal Watkins Glen section, come to the final corner, and 4 to go. Grady Broughton leads through the final corner. Back across the line. 4 laps of racing left at the Glen. Caden Smith going for third on Arnett. Arnett and Smith battling once again. And now you can tell that they are laying a lot of rubber down on the racetrack right now. Keelan Healy running the outside. And she's not going to be able to pull a Grady Broughton. But here she comes down to the inside. She is a fantastic road course racer. Keelan Healy inside. And new leader this year, it's Caitlin Healy. Caitlin Healy to the lead as she's trying to finally get back to victory lane. Smith and Arnett were side by side. Arnett loses third, and now she's going back down to the inside. Great battle between Smith and Arnett. Caitlin Healy, 4 to go, having the lead, trying to pick up her first win in a really long time. We all saw her brother crash at Texas and win last season. Carson Healy's back this year, back from an ankle sprain, and that's why he didn't get out of the race car. I mean, he did put the window net down, but the reason why he didn't get out of the race car is because he was mad and his ankle was hurting. And here comes the number 33. Broughton through the final corner, same as Healy. Caitlin Healy, first lap led in a really long time. 3 laps to go at the Glen. You can tell how much rubber they are laying on the racetrack right now. Look at the S's. The S's were really dark right now. And here comes Broughton. He's going to pull the same move he pulled on Cam Arnett. But it's still side by side for the lead. Broughton outside, inside Healy. Side by side, door to door. They almost made contact. Broughton running, he ran in the grass, and he's going to be able to clear Caitlin. Broughton back up front. Great racing at the Glen. And Dory Logan's still running in 8th. She's about to get a top 10. Grady Broughton having a chance to win here at the Glen, trying to get his first career regular season win, but looking for his technical second career win, because if he wins this will be his first win since his championship last year. He won all his playoff races last year. And look at Haley Jones going after Dory Logan, but she couldn't take that spot. Green and Grant Irwin side by side. They were about to be side by side, but they aren't right now. And Grady Broughton out of the final corner. Sound off. 2 to go. It is Deuce. 2 to go at the Glen. And it's Grady Broughton who leads. Grady Broughton finally having a chance to win. Look at Caitlin Healy go. Round the outside. And now it's still going to be side by side. Great run by Broughton on the inside. Side by side for the lead with 2 laps to go. They make contact, and Broughton is fast. Broughton looking to clear Healy. And he's still going to run the inside, trying to take the lead back, but he can't. Caitlin Healy to the lead once again, as they're coming to the white flag when they cross the line this time by. They still have to get through the boot section. I do want to see something though. I do want to see, like, if Grady Broughton is still using it, is still using it in high entry, like Caden Smith's doing right now. Caden Smith found Grady Broughton doing that, and that worked for Broughton, as Broughton is using a low entry. Look at Caden Smith go on the outside. Caden Smith is really, really strong. You can tell with all those runs. And now, coming to the white flag here at the Glen, Arnett in fourth. It's Healy, it's Broughton, and it's Smith, the top three. Are we going to see a male or female win today? The fans are on their feet. White flag is in the air. One more time around Watkins Glen. Presented by Menards. Broughton right there. Final lap presented by Mountain Dew, the official soda drink of the Crazy Sports Good League. Here comes the 33, side by side for the lead, and he's using the outside. They've been side by side out of the S's for a while now. For a few laps in a row, they've been side by side. The run through the bus stop will make or break your race. Broughton, Healy, look at the run Caitlin Healy gets. Oh, and she pushes Broughton way to the outside. Broughton there. Great run, look at Smith. Caitlin Healy has the lead. Hayden Smith looking for second. Broughton high entry looking to keep second. Still side by side though. Carson Healy, although he's not a fan of his sister winning much races, he will be a fan today. Though Arnett just took third away from Broughton. Broughton is slow right now. And through the final few corners, Caitlin Healy, finally, the fans are on their feet. And finally, we're saying her name. We've said this last name so many times, but her name, Caitlin Healy, wins at the Glen. Caitlin Healy back to victory lane at the Glen. And I think this is the same place she got her first career win as well. Yes, it is. Caitlin Healy back to victory lane at a track she knows. Watkins Glen. She gets it done. And now the final results of the top 10. Healy, Smith, Arnett, Broughton, Henry, Ray Green, Rockhill, Logan, Jones, and Drennan, the top 10. Thanks for watching the Watkins Glen Grand Prix presented by Menards.